Now let me tell you something, brother. Welcome back to the Bad LSX Garage. We are gonna kick butt and we're gonna take names. We're not gonna let a little snowstorm get in the way, brother. We're not gonna let the cold weather get in the way, brother. We're not gonna let the ice falling off the house gonna mess us up, brother. We're gonna protect what's ours. And if you don't want these 18-inch pythons running wild on you, you need to stick around and stay tuned. Let's roll to that intro. Get in the car like this and smile, there's something wrong with you. Again, fam, welcome back to the Bad LSX Garage YouTube channel. I'm glad each and every one of you decided to stop back by again this week to see what kind of shenanigans, what kind of rabbit out of the hat are we going to pull off this week. Welcome and thanks for stopping by. Now, no, that wasn't a World Wrestling Federation belt that I was holding, and obviously you could tell that growing up, I was a huge wrestling fan, but today we're not going to choke slam any giants and we're not going to Ultimate Warrior the ropes or nothing like that. But what we are going to do is work on our 2024 Road Glide. My good friends from Amazon, Running Panther to be specific, hit me back up and said, hey, we like what you've done with the content. We like what you've done with our products. And honestly, our sales is doing really well. Can you make another video for us? We're going to send you some stuff. So they sent me a list of some things that they wanted me to check out. Some of it was for the 2024 Road Glide and some of it was for a Honda Goldwing GL 1800. Now the parts that was for the GL 1800 was like the cozy wings that goes on the side. And I hit up my brother Roy and I said, hey, is this something maybe that you can use? He said, man, it's funny that you say that, but I've already got those. It's probably the same exact ones, but no, I can't use those right now. So maybe we'll hit him up later for a review on those. But for right now, we're going to check out what I picked up from Running Panther, and this is the headlight cover for the 2024 Road Glide. If you watch my channel any period of time, you know that I'm brutally honest. I stand on my convictions. In fact, so much that I've lost sponsorships and I've lost some of you guys, the actual subscribers, because I am so brutally honest. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but regardless, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. This is not something that I would typically buy. I just gotta be honest with you. I like it. I think it's an awesome idea. I think they look amazing. But what am I always preaching? Especially on a motorcycle. See and be seen. You have to be seen while you're on a motorcycle. You want to be lit up. You want the headlight as bright as possible. I don't have fog lights on my bike, nor do I have the windshield lights or anything just yet. That's coming later on. For me, this might be a little much, but then I got to thinking, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm looking too hard into this. Maybe I should be looking at it from a different point of view. I really don't know how to go about saying this, but in the wintertime, this bike will freeze you to death. My 2011 Street Glide doesn't feel that way. I feel like I'm more behind the scenes on the Street Glide. I'm more covered up than I am on this Road Glide. Now, I don't know if that's just the way it is, if it's the difference between Road Glide and Street Glide, or if it's just the 24 model that feels that way. But obviously with bigger bars on this Road Glide, which it's the stock bars, but they're still bigger than previous years, my hands are in the wind, just like yours are. If you have the stock windshield, which I do not, but if you do, you know that your face is getting pelted in the wind. It's cold, you're getting that cold air. But I obviously have the 11-inch Freedom Shield. Check them out, by the way. You have the vent up here by the windshield that you can close and that you can open, which also helps with your helmet buffeting and just different things. But I've come to find out if I close that the bike kind of performs different, so I keep it open most of the time. But what really freezes me to death is down here at the bottom, is these vents down here by the headlight. And that got me to thinking, what if we actually use that headlight cover in the wintertime to cover up those vents? You're going to get that cool custom look, and it's going to protect you from the elements. I think that's a double win. So in today's video, we're going to get this unwrapped and get it put on my 24 Road Glide. Now, the installation should be pretty straightforward. Obviously, it's just this piece, the little plastic headlight cover, and it comes with 28 of these 3M little sticky Velcro pieces. One goes on your headlight and the other one actually goes on the cover itself, and it gives it a good tight fit. Now, obviously, if you don't want them on there after a while, you can peel these off and it's not going to leave any mess or any residue on your headlight. Listen, I know this isn't for everyone. Maybe you do like to run a lot at nighttime and you don't want this because you're like me, you don't have fog lights, or maybe you do and you just still have a hard time seeing and you don't want to lose that visibility. This can come off really easy, and to be honest, it's pretty bendable. In fact, it comes in this little tiny box. So if Running Panther isn't afraid to stick it in a little tiny box and cram it all in there, it's obviously a pretty stout little piece. I would consider it a novelty piece, but still, it's going to work good in the winter time because it's going to block off those vents. For me anyways. You do with it what you will. Obviously there isn't any instructions about how to install this, but in all honesty, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just take the headlight cover and put it up to place. Kind of look to see and feel about where that you would like to put these clear Velcro strips, the little round ones that comes with the kit. Obviously, I'm going to need one here, so if I have one here, I'm going to put one on the other side. And keep in mind, you have 28 of them. It doesn't mean that you have to use all 28. You can if you want, but I'm assuming that's if you don't want to run this. You can peel those off and you can come and go as you want. Altogether, I think I'm going to need 6 though. One here, one on the other side, and probably 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look with this cover back on, and I know I need one about right there. So about 2 to 3 inches back is where I'm going to put my first one. And I'm going to measure about the same spot on this side, about 2 to 3 inches back. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to take 2 of these 3M Velcro strips and put them together as one. Then I'm going to unpeel the sticky side, get that out of the way. Then I'm going to go over here to my headlight cover and I'm going to place it right about there. I'm going to hold it for about 30 seconds and then we'll go to the opposite end over here and do the exact same thing. Now, I haven't removed the clear tape yet because I don't want these to stick yet. I'm just trying to get it pre-fitted. And I know these are going to work on the sides, but I need to find out where I'm at on the front. So what I'm going to do is take some tape. I'm going to go about where I want this to lie at for the next Velcro pieces, and I'm going to place the tape on the outside. This is our guideline so we can see where to put our clear pieces. So obviously this is on the outside and we want to put these clear pieces on the inside. So I've got a set already together. I'm going to remove the sticky side tape, and I have one here. So let's go back here and put one right about there. Then I'm going to do the next on the other side. Remove the sticky side, come to the opposite side, and put one about right there. Just visually making sure everything's good. Hold them for about 30 seconds, and then we'll put the bottom 2 on. Now I'm ready to remove the sticky side of the Velcro that will go to the headlight. Obviously I put on 6. However many you put on is how many you will have to remove. So I'm going to start removing these 6. And then I'll just attach it to the headlight. Line it up good, because once you stick is where it's going to stay. Like so, and then press this on too. And then just kind of hold it into place, guys, to just make sure it stays where you need it to stay. It's just like I've said in previous videos. If you want to change the look of a car or truck, change the wheels or put a lowering kit on one. It changes the looks drastically. And the same with headlight and taillight covers. You want to change the look? Black them out. I know it's not practical. I know it's not something especially that us motorcycles riders want to do because we want to be seen, but at the same time, I don't know, it's just one of those things that looks sick. You know, you don't want it on here, take it off. The Velcro strips are still on the headlight and you still got them on the cover itself. Put it in your saddlebag, put it in your tour pack, and go on your merry way. It's that easy. You want to put it back on, you get to the motel, whatever, get back home. It's just as simple once again. Just find the right spot, push them back into place, it snaps, and voila, you're there. I want to give you an update because I've been updated. Remember a while back when I put that skid plate from Running Panther on my 24 new model design Road Glide? It fit, but it wasn't a proper fit. It actually did not fit correctly on the kickstand side, jiffy stand, whatever you want to call it. It wouldn't allow the jiffy stand to come up and connect to the frame the way it should. And I had to go in and actually cut it to make it fit and make it work. Now, I emailed and been in contact with Running Panther since all of this, and they said that they would check it out. They would check out what I've done in my pictures and how everything was designed, and then they would go in and try to redesign everything. And apparently they have been. Apparently they've been working on things, and I guess coming really soon, they will have a skid plate for you guys for the 24 Road Glide new model design, if that's something you're interested in. I know a lot of you say, it's a motorcycle, what do you need a skid plate for? Well, when you tear the bottom out from under it, then come back and talk to me. But regardless, Running Panther, definitely check them out. That's where I got these fairing extensions, and it's now where we've got this headlight cover. And they do come in the smoke like I've got. They come in blue and orange if you like the boy racer look. I want to give a huge shout out to Running Panther because listen, they throw me these products and they don't have a clue what I'm going to say, but they know that they have a good enough product that they're sending me that they don't have to worry about me saying something bad. And honestly, I don't really worry about saying anything bad because I know also that they have a great product. And their customer service is on point. Within a couple of hours after emailing, they're right there. And that's a stand-up company in my book. And that's just, I just want to give a huge shout out to them. Fam, that's all I've got for this week's video. Definitely go check Running Panther out and for your motorcycle needs. I mean, they've got a little bit of everything. For the Harley-Davidsons, the old model, new model designs. They've even got things for gold wings. Just go check them out. I love you, fam, but until next week, you ready? Let's do this. Peace. I'm out.